guys, Byron here. I just want to talk to you briefly, a real quick video about this guy, the Force RC HammerJaw. I picked this up last year from Tower, $130 closeout, real cheap. At that $130 price, I think a lot of people probably purchased this, and they found right away that it has some weak points. One of the biggest weak points on this thing is the axle shafts. The front axle shafts are prone to break. I spent a lot of time on the internet trying to find new ones, and even though I haven't broken my stock axle shafts, I thought I should probably kind of be a little bit ahead of the game and find replacement axle shafts. They don't make them. You can't find them anywhere. So option B for me was, let's just find some different axles, total axle housings that fit, that work. I found that Wraith axles fit. You have to do a little bit of swapping around inside the HammerJaw to make them work. So I'll just briefly show you what I did to make them work. Okay, so here we are under the hood of the HammerJaw. This thing's got that twin vertical plate chassis. So this change out worked really well with this chassis. The reason why, that center diff right there, to accommodate Wraith axles, which are offset. They've got an offset differential on them. You have to take that center diff, pull it out of the HammerJaw, and turn it 180 degrees and put it back in. So you just take out those two screws on each side of the chassis. It looks just exactly the same on the other side. You spread the chassis a little bit. You pull the diff out, put it back in. Install the Wraith axles, and voila, they hook right up. This set of axles that I chose were really pretty relatively inexpensive on Amazon. I think these were the RXZYL or something like that brand. They're aluminum. They were only $89 for the set. I didn't really want to spend a lot of money on this crawler just because I didn't spend a lot on it to begin with. So I went with those. But they hooked right up. They're all aluminum. They've got CV axles in the front. And guess what? Now I don't have to worry about the front axle shafts breaking on my HammerJaw anymore. And it functions fine. I went ahead and stuck a battery in it right after I got it hooked up, put it on the floor. It works just fine. One other quick modification that you will have to know about, and excuse me for kind of almost jumping over this. When you move the center diff to that position, the stock battery tray will not work anymore. You'll notice I have a shorty pack in there now. The shorty pack is a result of the fact that I had to cut the original battery tray. The original battery tray was too long. It actually interfered and interfered with the spur gear there and the little cover over the spur gear. Not a big deal for me. I just simply grabbed my Dremel tool, hacked off the old battery tray, and I have shorty packs. So this thing now runs on shorty packs. Not a big deal at all. So there you go, guys. The HammerJaw is not dead. Just replace those axles and it'll keep running for you. Now I can't really testify as to how long that center diff's going to last. I haven't had any problems with mine yet. It's just a stock configuration. I've heard that they can be a weak point. But you know what? If you just replace the axles for now, I'm sure you'll get some life out of this thing. It crawls really well. I'm thinking you probably saw these guys. I've got my Ascender, my Red Cat Gen 8. One of the things I will say about the HammerJaw is it'll go a lot of places that those won't. I mean, it's a different configuration. It's got a lot more suspension throw, bigger tires. It just naturally crawls over things better. Nothing against those. I actually prefer driving those other two. I like the scale look, but this is fun. My kids like running it. My nephews like running it, and we can all go crawling together. So for $130, you know, and then I spent another $89 on the axles. You know, it's a pretty inexpensive car to get other people started on crawling. So anyway, just wanted to let you guys know about that. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the install, post them in the comments. Or if you have done something similar, let me know. Or if there are any other modifications to the HammerJaw that anyone has done, post them away. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.